IRL. I came in from the other side last time. And this time I came through that side now. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fallout 2. Last week we finished up a lot of things in Broken Hills, but then were surprisingly sent back to New Reno. Seemingly to do one task, which then turned into multiple tasks. You know. So, you know, basic RPG stuff. Especially these days. But we're gonna be in New Reno for a little bit here as we try to uncover the mystery of who killed Richard Wright. Who killed Richard Wright? We're gonna find out tonight, and we're gonna find out right now. So we're looking for Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I know he mentioned the names, but now I can't remember. Father Tully. I'm gonna save it. We've done quite a bit here. We got rope so that we can actually figure out what the well is. Greetings, my son. Was it Father Tully can do for yous on this fine Reno day? Who are you? Father Tully, at your service. I'm the spiritual advisor to the good, to the people of New Reno. Being drunk the only way that you can accomplish that? I gotta say, Father, New Reno isn't exactly the first place I expect to find a preacher, man. What's better place in here? Besides, they sure as hell didn't want to keep me at their damned abbey. Let them keep their peaceful, dull monastery. Who needs it? Huh? Not me. But you know what? Those monks sure could use some good hooch. Oh boy. Best damn hooch ever. He licks his lips. Old Samuel and I, we had ourselves a bit of fun with that hooch limit. Booze at a monastery, interesting. I think I might have to visit this place. Do you think you could point out its location on my map? If I'm interpreting your drunken ramblings correctly, sounds like you came from some sort of monastery where you did a lot of drinking with some guy named Samuel. Father, if you could point out its location on my map, then maybe I could go meet your friend and try some of this hooch you're so fond of. I think this is probably going to be better. You pull out your Pip-Boy and hold it out to Father Tully and point out the location. He first points at the ocean, then at a random mountain range to the south. After almost poking his eye out, he finally settles his finger on the northeast corner of the map. Yeah, there's the Abbey. That seems about right. Thanks, but I'm curious. Why'd you leave the Abbey? Well, that was a long time ago. I hadn't quite got my act together yet. It was before the angel Miss Wright put me in line. You see, them monks didn't take kindly to my wild ways. Me and Brother Samuel, we used to get a little crazy. This one night, Sammy and I went round to sleep monks, put their hands in bowls of warm water, even got the abbot. Ha-ha! These were the days, let me tell you what. That's a classic. I pulled the same prank on my nephew, Fergus. It was so great. Anyway, so did they end up kicking you out? I don't know if I'd say they kicked me out, but they sure was as hell didn't want to stick around now. Passed out inside and set fire to one of the libraries. Boy, you should have seen the abbot's face. If he had have a backbone, he'd probably strangle me. Ha ha. So I left. And good riddance. I sure do miss the hooch, though. And Samuel, it'd be nice to know how that old dog's doing. I'll be doing a lot of traveling, so if you find a way over to the Abbey, maybe I'll look this Samuel friend of yours. Hell, maybe I'll even bring you back some of that booze. Could you please? That make me happier than DD's free Reno whore. Thank you, Frank. No problem. I have some other questions, maybe. This guy probably does not know what a fucking geck is. Can you tell me a little about New Reno? Maybe I'll come back when you're a little drier. Yeah, crazy son of a bitch. You heard about the Garnet and Creek kid? I can't say I heard that. Say, yes? Pardon me for asking. Do you happen to have a little bottle on you? I need some for the services, and the throat's a little dry. Could snag you some if you want. Yeah, that's a fine idea, man. The Thrasher don't plan will bless. I happen to know a place on the east side of the old town train station. It sells the holy water, I think. Okay, I'll go get some. I'll need some chips to buy it. Course, chips. Where do I keep them chips? Yeah, his eyes turned to the poor box beside the podium. I don't know where. I don't think it is before. Hold on a minute. Patiently wait for him to make the withdrawal from the... Yeah, dude. Tully stumbles over to the poor box beside the podium and fishes around inside. Here you go. He dumps some chips into your hand. Blessed be the poor. Go spend on some of the name on in that hole. Thanks, Father. I'll be back with the hooch, dude. I lost 3 karma because I took advantage of a drunk dude. That's pretty funny. They're gonna take from the tithe, you know. Abby. Inform Brother Samuel and Father Tully about the whereabouts of each other. The Abbey. New Reno. Bring a bottle of Abby's hooch to Father Tully. Okay. Find out who was responsible for Richard Wright's overdose. Jules and Jimmy. Jagged Jimmy's got the jet. You want to get set? Jagged Jimmy's got the jet. This man has a slight facial tic and a scar down one of his cheeks. The scar looks like a knife wound. Brother, I had my eye on you since you walked down the street. You know what I see? What do you see? I see a pilot. I see someone who wants to fly. You just need a little help. A little jet. Jet, huh? I had some quests. And my pilot friend, when it comes to jet, Jagged Jimmy J's your man. I got the best shit in New Reno. Pure jet. Straight jet, the safest jet. Jagged Jimmy J, huh? Say, I had some questions. Other dealers, they don't care about quality, but me, I like keeping my customers base and keeping them happy. Know what I'm saying? It's just my way. The Jimmy J way. Hey, Jimmy J way. Sounds great and all, and that's why I had some questions. So, what do you say? What can Jagged Jimmy J do for you today? Said before your jet was the safest. There isn't any bad jet floating around, is there? Hey, you look familiar to Jimmy. Do I know you, my pilot friend? I fought in the boxing ring. That's it, I knew. I'd seen you somewhere before. Damn, why didn't you pull from the start? Put Jimmy in his place. Hell, what can I do for you? Let's see, where do you get your jet, Jimmy? Glad you asked, my pilot friend. Glad you asked. See, all them other dealers, right? They get their shit secondhand, watered down, diluted with all sorts of shit. Me, I got ties to the creator. My pilot friend, I get my jet straight from the brainiac. The living god of chem and compounds, Myron. Myron? He's Family Mordino's golden boy. He made jet. Buying from Jagged Jimmy is like buying from Myron himself. You hear? That's why JJ got the pure jet, the best jet. Think I could meet this Myron? Hell no, the Mordinos got that boy locked up tighter than a New Reno virgin. No way they let anybody gonna touch their livelihood, know what I'm saying? I hear you, so how much security they got on this guy? Guards, and more guards, plus tightest electronic security in New Reno. You'd be lucky if to even hear somebody saying Myron, he's so well guarded. Where exactly? They got him stationed at this place called the Stables, to the north, outside city limits. Only been there once. They never let me pass the gates, and I work for the family. There must be some way I could see him. Beats the hell out of me, friend. I sell for the boy, and I ain't hardly see him but once or twice from 100 yards away. Big Jesus Mordino. Don't let nobody near him who ain't tight with the family. You know who gave that Wright kid the jet that killed him? So now it comes out, does it? You want to know if old Jimmy got something to do with that, huh? No, I was just asked. Fuck you. I sell clean shit. You want to know who poisoned that Wright kid? You go ask that old fool Renesco or that weasel Jules, and you see what they say. Okay, calm down. You listen, and you listen good. If I hear you were talking shit about me having anything to do with that Wright kid's death, I'll make sure you have a grave in Golgotha right next to him. Renesco said you sell jet laced with arsenic. Yeah, he would say that, because he knows all about it. What do you mean? What do I mean? I mean, Jimmy likes his buyers happy and alive. Renesco don't draw no distinction between the two. Though, so you draw your own conclusions, my pilot friend. Okay, we're gonna go back to Commercial Row. Let's see if this guy will take any of the booze. He's disappeared. Huh. Okay. I'm going to rest here. It's late at night, so maybe in the morning he'll be, or noonish. No? Okay, he's up. That's good. Greetings, my son. Say, I bought some hooch, father. Can we talk for a moment? Yeah, well, now most certainly. Takes bottle. Don't usually touch the stuff. You were talking about Richard Wright's death. That poor boy. Jet took him from his family, it did. That damnable stuff, worst mind poison ever made. Do you know where Richard got the jet that killed him? He could have gotten it from anyone in New Reno. There's a pharmacy just across the street, run by a drug dealer. Alright. Pharmacy across the street, I'll check it out. Had some other questions. Okay, about family Wright. Right, eh? Let me tell you a little something about them Wrights. They're a split bunch of horny drunks and stone-fast Puritans, they are. Oh, really? Those Wrights just keep squeezing out kids. Old Orville Wright must want to repopulate the world. Hope Mrs. Wright can take the strain. And the things they say in the confessional? What does Mrs. Wright say in the confessional? What does old Orville Wright say in the confessional? Orville, well, he's got a lot of guilt on his shoulders, see. He promised the missus he'd quit the alcohol biz, but he has a secret still in the train station behind the house. She'll beat him uglier than he is if she finds it. Old alcohol biz. Secret still in the train station behind the house. Interesting. Tell me about Mrs. Wright. Ethel? That blessed woman keeps me off the drink. And on the straight and narrow. Takes a swig. She can drive the sin out of you. She can, but what in the hell was I saying? About Mrs. Wright in the confessional? Oh, right. Well, in the confessional, she ain't got much to say. Mostly guilt about stepping on bugs. Or about enjoying sex with her hubby too much. Takes a swig. I love guilt. About the Wrights. What does the Wright family control in New Reno? Nothing. They're the weakest of the families because they only brew alcohol. Barely turn a cent, they do. The other families buy alcohol off of them mostly out of pity. Where does the alcohol come from? Here's the funny bit. You see, old Mr. Wright promised the missus he'd quit the alcohol biz, but he has a secret still in the train station behind the house. She'll beat him uglier than he is if she finds it. Goodbye. Okay. That was informative. We're on a mission now, apparently, to find the person who killed their boy. They killed my boy. we should be good with the Mordino, so I should be able to get in there with no problem, right? In theory. We'll see. Should be able to just walk in with no problem. Maybe just get on the sunglasses, you know? Mordino. You see a scientist. Might have ourselves a little shootout here in a second. Saw you fight in the ring. Okay. Seems they let anyone in here. Who allowed you in here? I'm like good with the Mordinos, dude. Oh, here we go. What the fuck? What the fuck are they doing in here? Marjorie Reed. Where's Myron, dude? The bald woman doesn't even look up from her clipboard. Yes? Who are you? Look, I'm very busy. If you don't mind, glances up from her clipboard and scowls. Who are you? How'd you get in here? Looking for Myron. Is he around? Try downstairs in the lab, the guarded door. If you see him, tell him to come up here when he has the chance, if he's not too busy. Thanks. Wish these slaves would shut up. Bro, what's happening? What is going on down here? Experiments. Some kind of experiments. One of the Mordino's men. Yeah, we might have to kill all these people. Hey, where is this Myron dude, man? Help you with something, amigo? This area's off limits. I'm here to see Myron. Oh, you are? Are you? Well, goddamn. Why didn't you say something earlier? We could have avoided this talk altogether, and I could have told you to piss off right from the start. You better let me in, or you'll hear about it later. Nah, you ain't gonna see him. Now piss off. You at least give him a message for me. Nope, now piss off, you little shit. And you'll let me in. In fact, I'd like to see you try and move on. I'm gonna enjoy this. I ain't killed no one for 2 days. Defend myself. Alright. He asked for it. I'm going to replace those organs you just hold with some of yours. Okay. Oh, come on. I missed twice, dude. Ugh. I'm like point blank range. Good job there, bud. 27? %50 chance. All right, we're switching weapons. I've gained karma. Okay, well, we gotta shut that door now. Time to loot. So, Mordino's men are probably not happy with me. What's up? Myron, baby, Myron.
Who are you? And how the hell did you get in here? Where are those jackass guards?
Guards are too busy being dead to be watching the door.
God damn it. I told Jesus those two morons couldn't guard a stone. So, you iced them, huh? Gonna kill me, too?
I'm thinking about it. You got something to convince me otherwise, kid? Not unless you do something stupid. Unless... Yeah, why not? I ain't killed anybody since I started this conversation. Not unless you do something stupid.
Maybe. Who the hell are you?
I'm Rainer.
Oh, that's so. Why are you here? Huh? Thought you could hit Myron up for some free drugs?
Definitely drugs. Like what?
You stupid? Jet, motherfucker, Jet. You're talking to its maker, its creator, its God.
You didn't make Jet.
I did so make Jet? Well, you think this lab is for show?
Maybe you did make Jet. Why did you make Jet?
Why? Because I could. Family Mordino needed a product. Myron makes a product. Mordino makes Myron happy. At least as happy as they're able. Nice little circle of love, huh?
Are you happy
Pretty
here?
much. They give me whores, cash, drugs, my own lab, the creative freedom I need to make magic. But, well, no, it's a good gig.
Are they treating you right?
Well, see, the Mordinos don't show Myron the R-E-S-P-E-C-T, right? I tell them what they should be doing. They say, shut up, Myron, or go back to the lab, Myron, bastards.
You should leave.
They've forgotten I'm the reason they control Reno, and the reason why Redding will be sucking to their tit in a few months. Most Mordinos got more hair in their butt than brain cells, you know what I'm saying?
I said maybe I could help you.
And another thing, the Mordinos can't get it through their skulls that I ain't interested in purifying Jet. It does what it's supposed to do. I want to make new drugs, not retool old ones, you know?
What was that stuff you were saying about Redding?
Redding? Town full of gold diggers. Mordino wants to control it all, so he comes to me in his wheezing voice and says, Myron, make me something that'll give me Redding.
And you say?
And I say, okay, what time frame we looking at? He goes, of course, yesterday. Crime lords. Want everything done fast and sloppy. At least they don't have a marketing department.
Tell me about Jet.
Ah, my finest little addiction. What about it?
How did you create it?
In my lab. Next question.
How did you develop it, smart guy?
Christ. Well, when I came across the Mordino family way back when, they were farming peyote cacti and trying to sell it to tourists as the Reno experience. Total bullshit.
Go on.
I mean, peyote? Come on. It isn't even half the strength of, say, old school LSD.
About the Jet.
Plus, a peyote trip is too long. The profits and fast turnaround and high addiction, like barbiturates before the big one, you know?
I hope this is leading somewhere.
Problem is, in the new climate, we can't grow most of the veggies needed for the best drugs.
I'm with you.
Couldn't grow coca plants, opium poppies. Oh man, did we try. So, we figured our best bet was shrooms.
Why?
You can grow them if you use plenty of Brahmin shit as fertilizer.
Okay.
Plus, hallucinogens have low overhead. So I started experimenting with derivatives of lysergic acid diethylamide and psilocybin. Still, I really wanted to whip up a hard hitter that didn't rely on veggie extracts. Man, was I an idiot, because the answer turned out to be the extracts. Or more precisely, what they were growing in.
How do you mean?
You see, old Jesus Mordino wanted something that the Redding miners would get addicted to fast and make them work harder. So I said, no prob, right?
Right, go on.
Well, it wasn't too hard to come up with a good upper. A sample of that pre-war protein extract corrupted and bam, decent amphetamine.
Protein extract?
Before the big ones, some meat companies were experimenting with a cheap protein extract for growing food, but they had to ditch it. One little skin bacteria contaminates it and it's all screwed.
Screwed how?
The contaminated version acted like an amphetamine when ingested. A little side effect. Don't ask, it's technical.
So did you somehow get a hold of this protein extract?
I didn't have to. When they first screwed up, they contaminated tons of that shit. And rather than ditch it, they fed it to their Brahmin herds to try and recoup their losses.
Okay.
See, we started experimenting with the Brahmin shit as fertilizer for the shrooms. Except get this, then we noticed the slaves working the fertilizer vats were getting high from the fumes.
Okay.
By putting tons of Brahmin shit in the vats, we found out that the fumes give more than enough of a kick. Eureka! Literally. Of course, we had to test to get the mix right.
How much testing exactly?
About 100 slaves? Mostly heart attacks, cerebral hemorrhages, psychotic episodes, that sort of thing.
Killed 100 human beings just for drug testing? I see,
Well, not on purpose. I mean, slaves are expensive. Still, we made the money back in the first few months, so Mordino family wasn't too pissed at me.
Myron, you killed over 100 human beings for the sake of drug testing. Did you get your conscience lobotomized when you were a kid?
You're getting bent at me over a bunch of slaves? Hey, we had to make sure Jet wouldn't kill our customers. And
you should leave.
The Mordinos can't
leave.
Their boy wonder leaving town. That'd wake them up. Yeah.
Sure would. I'd make them see what they really lost.
So, where we headed?
I haven't said yes yet. What can you do, Myron? I can't just have anyone travel with me. I got standards.
What? You need Myron's resume? I'm the science guy. Know all, see all. Not to mention I can make whatever drugs you need. With the right raw materials.
That part about the drugs help. Follow me. Yeah, sure.
Why the hell not? Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Yeah, let's blow this pop. So, you convinced Myron to leave the stables. Right, so that was the point, right? Let's go talk to Jesus Mordino. You know anything about Richard Wright's overdosing on Jet? That little piss-ass Wright kid? Ha! You trying to pin that shit on me? You out of luck. I ain't sorry the little fucker's dead, but I ain't have nothing to do with it. Who do you figure might have done it? Yeah, Renesco, the Rocket Man, sells so much jet he could shoot you to the moon. He's on the west side in Salvatore's territory. He don't like the Wrights none, and his drugs ain't pure. Know what I'm saying? He can't be the only dealer. No, there's others, but Renesco's the one who done it. What makes you say that? Because he's a half-blind crack with a mean streak a mile wide that sells bad shit. That's fucking why. You go see him, you see what he says about the Wright kid, and then you'll see I'm right. What other dealers are there? There's Jules, front of town, peddles mostly to newcomers. Jagged Jimmy J, 2nd Street. I need to talk to Jules. Oh god, I walked around him, dude. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's talk to Jules. Displaying a gleaming gold tooth. His cologne is so strong it almost chokes you. Welcome to the glittering city of New Reno, my brother. And you are? Name's Jules, and I would be most pleased to make your acquaintance. Show you around and set you up with whatever you're looking for. Know what happened to Mr. Wright's son, Jules? Alright, how can you help me? Look, Jules, is it? I've expressed something out of this conversation, so level with me up front. What are you looking for? I'm looking for people like you coming into Reno. This is the prime spot to deal. Plus, certain establishments pay me to point customers that way. That a good enough answer for you? Guess now I need to answer some questions. I can get you anything you need, brother. If you need to fly, get high, slide down low in a luscious hoe, Jules knows where to go. Question is, I got's the treasure, so what's your pleasure? Do you know what happened to Wright's son, Jules? Wright kid? Yeah, I heard about that. A damn shame. Kids his age shouldn't be doing drugs. That's got so much to live for without being given impure shit. Renesco said you sell... Okay. Impure shit. Some dealers don't care about what they sell, and people die. Now, I ain't saying nothing, but I'd check with old Renesco, the Rocket Man, see how good his shit is. I did check with Renesco. Reno's a big place, Jules. Anybody else who might be responsible? A lot of dealers in town. Lil Jesus Medino, maybe. But why he would sell to a Wright don't make sense. There's Jagged Jimmy J on the 2nd Street. North of here, but he's small time. He'd still check with Renesco, though. Still check with Renesco. Did check with Renesco. He said you sell jet laced with arsenic. You tell that bitch he keeps talking shit like that, and I'll kill him before old man Wright does. You know what kind of talk that is? That's talk that a man who's scared. That's what it is. Interesting. So everyone points to Renesco. It's really hard to tell, like, because drug dealers are always out for themselves, you know? So they're really not going to be straight with you. But this guy's straight, you know? So it's kind of like, I don't know. pin that accusation on me. You want to know who did it? Ask Tweedledum and Tweedledummer. They both said to ask you about it. They say you sell bad shit. Look, Primate, you don't even know what you're battling about. Oh, I think open your mouth again, and even a whisper, even a hint reaches Mr. Wright that I or you might have had anything to do with that boy's OD. Our lives ain't worth Brahmin shit if that happens. Oh, so if that happens, you tribal shit, I swear you'll die before I do. The last time, that kid never bought shit from me, understand? Don't you ever say his name in here again, or so help me. Jules says he didn't sell the kid. Jimmy says he didn't sell the kid. You say you didn't sell to him. Either you were all lying, or somebody else is responsible. Can you tell me anything else about Richard Wright? Who did he hang around, or who might have used drugs? Stupid bastard, I told you not to say his name in here. Get out. I see you again, I'll shoot you dead. So Mr. Wright comes looking for me, thinks I killed his boy, you'll die first. Don't threaten me, old man. Bro. Let's try this one. Somebody's responsible. I can answer that easy. One of those two mongrels is lying. To save their behind, between the two, they sell 90% of the jet in Reno. And that's the only place the boy we're talking about could have gotten it from. Or somebody that bought from one of you three. Who were your customers last month who might have had contact with the victim? I have no idea. I didn't know the boy, so I don't know his friends or his habits. The only one who could tell you for sure is too busy being dead in Golgotha to tell you. Golgotha? Golgotha, mass graveyard outside of town to the south. Follow the stretch. The one other than your own. Never mind. Maybe let's talk to this guy. Can you tell me about your brother Richard? Good kid. Damn if he ever found out who done it to him. Any idea who might have done it? A lot of other families sell jet. Could have been any one of them. Mordino's got the most jet dealers. Though, cause they make the most jet. Me, I'm betting it was one of them. Can you tell me a little bit about Richard? Quiet kid, clean kid, kept out of trouble, and for a Wright, that's something. We buried him on the Golgotha Plains a while ago, but even so, Mom still don't want his room disturbed. Hard for her to let go, you know. Which room was his? Do you think your mother would mind if I looked in there? His room is the empty one next to Mom's room, the second one down from the kitchen. As for looking around, well, look, don't stay long and don't mess the place up, or Mom will pop a clip. Okay. Second one down from the kitchen, okay. Canister beneath the dresser. Oh, okay. Okay, so now we gotta go and find all these drug dealers again. And show them the thing. Empty jet canister. Know anything about this empty jet canister? Takes canister, studies it. Now I... Nuzzles. Sniffs nuzzle. Then frowns. Shit, this shit got rad scorp juice in it. Whoever was sucking on this ain't long for this world. It's poisoned? Hell yes, gotta be careful in this town with shit like that. Being passed around, that's why Jimmy always says. Okay. Any idea where this might have come from? Nah, don't look now. Don't be spreading the word, that's mine. If I were you, I'd ask Jules or Renesco about it. But you didn't hear that from me. Alright, Renesco and Jules, you got it. Okay. Poison, dude. You know anything about this empty jet canister? Like 100 others I've seen, it ain't mine though. Could be Jagged Jimmy J's, okay. Jagged Jimmy J. He's the dumb son of a bitch, okay. Renesco. Got it, thanks. Okay, so he doesn't know anything about it. Take a look at this jet canister. It's empty, it's jet canister like the hundreds of others all over New Reno. Anything else I can do for you? Know anything about the rad scorpion venom traces that are in this canister? Rad scorpion? Renesco suddenly freezes as if remembering something. You know something about you, don't you? Now wait just a minute. Don't mess with me, Renesco. You try and weasel out of this one and you'll be joining Richard, understand? Wait a minute. Look, I didn't sell it to the kid. He never bought anything from me. I was asked to make some jet laced with rad scorpion venom. But I didn't sell it to the kid. You were asked to make poison jet for who? The Salvatores. They said it was a special order. I didn't know they were going to give it to the Wright kid. You have to believe me, I don't poison kids. Why did you poison the jet? You had to know they were going to kill someone with it. Salvatores own me. They own this place. And when they want something, I give it to them. Or they'll kill me and have me replaced. I never meant any harm to that boy. Goodbye, Renesco. Damn. But guess what, guys? Salvatores are dead. Because I killed them all. Renesco's involvement in Richard Wright's death. Okay, so... Wow. So, Renesco poisoned the jet. But the Salvatores were the ones who did it. I'm not gonna pin it on Renesco. He was just doing his job, dude. He was under duress. Find out who killed my boy? Your son didn't die of an overdose. He was poisoned. What? Poisoned? What? Poisoned? What in hell's name are you talking about? Found this jet canister that Richard used. Or was used on Richard. There were traces of rat scorpion venom in the cartridge. The jet overdose was just a cover for the poisoning. Assuming I believe this for a second, and I ain't saying I am, then who poisoned my son and why did they go to the trouble of dosing him with jet? Word is it was the Salvatores. They pumped him with jet, laced with rat scorpion venom, then left him for you to find. Don't know which of the Salvatores did it. Renesco doctored up some jet for them, not knowing they'd use it to poison your son. I'm not even going to talk about Renesco, dude. Now, why in the hell would they do that? I don't know. Maybe you should ask them. Stares at you for a long time, then dry chuckles escapes his lips. You give me an answer and I can't... You give me an answer and I can't do anything about it. The Salvatores, goddammit. Takes a deep breath. What's wrong? Do you know what those Salvatore bastards are armed with, friend? Those damn Lightbringers. One Salvatore packing that kind of heat can kill my whole family without batting an eye. To beat that, I'd need... What? Well, now, before I get into specifics, let's settle accounts first. Here's a little cash for your trouble. Plus some ammo, liquor from my private stocks, and another job for you, if you're interested. I'm interested. So it happens not long ago, I came across a map that shows an old army base in the mountains not far from here. Find a way in there and I'll see that you're taken care of. Alright, let's go check it out. Alright then, come back when you found a way in and I'll see you're well rewarded. Now, as for the location of the base, head north and gives you the coordinates to the army base. Alright, I'll go check it out. When I find a way inside, I'll be back. Wow. Okay. Well, shit just got like crazy, dude. So where are we at now? Find a way into the Sierra Army base. Bring a bottle of Abby's hooch to Father Tully. Did I ever learn like where the Abbey is? I think I did. Okay, well, with that being said, guys, I think I am done for the day and I'm calling it. I appreciate everybody coming through, hanging out. Wow, dude. Lot of things happening there. I'm really excited to get into more of it next week. I appreciate everybody who comes through and watches these playthroughs with me. It means a lot. When you come on down to the YouTube and watch. And I hope you have a good one. Until next time, with some more Fallout 2.